There are some things that I know I don't want. What about you? Is it something as simple as confusion in relationships that matter to you? Is it not knowing what your purpose is? Like you don't want to be confused and you don't want to not know what your purpose is? Could it be what's going on with your health? You don't want what's going on with your body, whether it's mentally or physically. Or maybe you don't want to lack with financial inheritance, like you want to build a legacy and you don't want to be broke. You don't want debt. You can start there, just like me. I am starting there. I am on day number 2 with what I'm trying to tackle with what I don't want. Day number 2 of my fasting, where I am choosing with God's strength and with His wisdom to help me to fast until it's time to stop. I don't know. Could be 6 days, it could be 60 days. But I am fasting from 6 a.m. until 6 p.m. Wow, I have health issues. And those health issues are the things that I don't want. I don't want hypertension. I don't want inflammation. I don't want PTSD. I don't want anxiety. And I don't want some of the things that my body is just showing signs that something is not quite right. And I don't want to be lied to by doctors. I don't want to delay the time of my health. I don't want to waste any time with my call and purpose with life. And I don't want to get depressed because of the grievances that have happened in my life. So ask yourself that question. What is it that you don't want? On top of that, y'all, I'm going to add this one. I don't want to waste time and energy. I want to know what my niche is. I want to know what needs to consume my time, searching, responsibility, and how I'm going to execute some things to make sure I am hitting nothing but the bullseye that God sees for my life. When you come from where I came from, where the enemy starts with you at a very, very young age, where he is working with your self-esteem, tearing you down, only building fear in your mind and in your imagination, when you are facing fears even as an adult, while you're faithing things out, I can tell you from me to you, this road has been absolutely not one for the faint of heart. My road with this life is so filled with twists, turns, ups and downs. However, I step back and I ask myself, which part of this journey has picked up items, circumstances, situations, ideas, feelings that doesn't belong on this journey? We may have some things that do not belong on our journey called life, or belong on the pages of our life, depending on what chapter you're on in your life. So I have gotten to a point where I continuously evolve. I choose to learn and unlearn. And if that is you, this channel is for you. If that is you, this channel is for you. If you have an appetite to just go viral like I've had, trying to make sure that I search my life out, you guys, and know how do I need to show up in social media world. And it gets all twisted and tangled up because I have so many things that I could talk about, present to the world. I'm very creative, so if you are a creative person, you know the struggle. You know the struggle of what it looks like trying to find the primary thing that needs to be your all committed focus, right? I've had issues with focusing, you guys. I've had issues with being a procrastinator. I have had those issues. I still want to combat those issues because I know some of those issues have been passed down from my family, whether they want to admit it or not. And some of these issues nobody has talked about in my family that I may be facing right now that I have huge question marks with. So you're at the right place. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're willing to journey with me as I unapologetically show up in the world the best way I can with my weakness. I have a lot of things that I'm concerned about with my body, you guys. I have a lot of things that I'm concerned about with my finances. I have a lot of things that I'm concerned about with my focus for life. I am not an employee of any company working a 9-to-5. I am self-employed, and it has been utterly scary. A lot of learned lessons, but it has been very challenging to be in a marriage of going on 13 years, trusting God when He told me to leave my job, and all types of stuff start breaking loose, you guys. Like, I'm telling you, if you've never been uncomfortable in your life, start with obeying God, and you're going to see how uncomfortable your life is getting ready to be. I know there's a blessing around the corner. I know there's a promise coming into fruition. I know that. But while I'm working the middle, while I am affected emotionally, mentally, spiritually, financially, physically, socially, I am depending on God to help me know how I need to navigate through the things I don't want. I don't want to be sick. I don't want to have certain weaknesses. I need to build myself in certain strengths that's going to be long lasting and generational for the people coming behind me so that they can walk this walk of faith and know what's the remedy for your life. I hope this channel encourages you guys. Follow me. I have some other platforms that I speak on where I'm showing people my journey with healing, but I want to know from you guys, what is it for you that you don't want? Start there, and maybe you're going to get to your answer.